Good evening, this is Sunama Chaudhary, and you are listening to my YouTube channel, Arun Foot. It is my first watch along of this FIFA World Cup 2026, and it is an interesting one, an exciting one. And hopefully, it will be because it is between Brazil and Morocco. And yes, it is one of those matches which hopefully will give us a lot to enjoy. Um, the old giants of football in Brazil, and on the other side, the newcomers of Morocco, who, of course, were in the semi-finals of the last World Cup. Brazil, of course, record champions as four-time FIFA World Cup winners. And yeah, I'm looking forward to watching this. Hopefully, with you, if you've got any queries, points that you want to speak about, do mention those. And yeah, look forward to an interesting encounter. And let's see what happens. Early in the day, we had the first game of this match day in which Qatar and Switzerland faced each other. And surprise, surprise, Qatar, 95th minute equalizer, getting a result against the Swiss. And yeah, it will be interesting to see what happens in this game now between Brazil and Morocco. Yeah. So therefore, interesting to see, as I say, what happens in the game. Let's quickly go through the respective lineups. Allison in goal for Brazil, the Liverpool Football Club star. We have Ibanez, Marquinhos, Gabriel, Santos in defense, Casimiro, Bruno Guimaraes in defensive midfield, Rafinha and Vinicius Junior on the wing, Luis Paqueta in the number 10 position, and Igor Thiago, who had a very, very strong Premier League season as the striker for Brazil. At the other end, Bono in goal, Hakimi, captain as a right back, Diop, Riyad with Mazraoui on the left, Wadi and El Anawi in defensive midfield, El Khanous for VfB Stuttgart, Unani and Brahim Diaz of Real Madrid in the attacking positions, while Saibari is the lone striker. Yeah, Saibari, of course, an interesting one in talks with Bayern Munich to potentially join the German Giants. So that will be an interesting one to see if he will be, how he plays this game. And on the other side, of course, yeah, Carlos Ancelotti as the manager, head coach of Brazil. We'll be interested to see what Ancelotti can do with this team, with this squad. And yeah, as I say, interesting. Slaven Vucic is the referee for this encounter. And as I say, very interesting to see what happens. Brazil, yeah, for a lot of people, the usual favorites for such games. But Morocco have shown in the recent past that they have quality. And if you look at that full stadium, mostly yellow at the MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. And very interesting to see if the Brazilian hearts will be happy with the result, with the game, or if hearts are broken with Morocco showing what they're capable of. So just showing the lineups again. It's taking a little longer from what I've learned in the last few days at the FIFA World Cup. Kickoffs not starting at 0-100, so to say, always starting 4 or 5 minutes later. And it will be interesting to see how Morocco play in this game. And Yeah, we'll be looking forward to it. I see that there were some earlier questions in regard to this OCI topic. Maybe I'll discuss it once the game kicks off, or maybe there are breaks that we can utilize our time in the conversations on the topic of overseas citizens of India. Yes, there is this conversation going on in the Indian government regarding a sporting passport, something, of course, which is already there in other countries who, amongst others, Qatar, for example, who played earlier this evening, have both the teams are ready for kickoff. I'm looking forward to it. Let me know what you guys think. Who is your favorite to win this encounter between Brazil and Morocco? Waiting for kickoff. And we've got the ball now starting off. Brazil playing from left to right, Morocco from right to left. Brazil in their traditional yellow jerseys, Morocco in their traditional red. And it will be very interesting to see Morocco, yeah, directly combining, trying to play football against the Brazilians. That's the challenge for them. Yeah, foul on Brahim Diaz. Morocco trying to build up on that left. They will want to try and put the Brazilians early under pressure. Morocco have the ball back. Morocco on the left. Carlo Ancelotti, head coach of the Brazilians. Long thrown by the Brazilians. Morocco intercept. Win the ball back. Ball out to El Khanous, the man from Stuttgart, and that should be the first foul of the game. Ibanez with the foul. El Khanous last season on loan at VfB Stuttgart from Leicester City. Impressed in the Bundesliga. And Stuttgart have now given him a full-time contract. Free kick, Morocco. 3 minutes plus on the clock. And the big guys are up there. Into the danger zone, headed onwards. And Brazil clear their lines. Morocco at the back. Looking to play and put pressure on their opponents. El Khanous. Yeah, Morocco at the start, trying to control things. And the Brazilians try to clear their lines. Chance maybe to break. Oh, one back by Morocco. That was With Bono. Chipped forward. El Khanous keeps it in. Morocco. Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz to Hakimi. Yeah, that wasn't a good ball, but Morocco keep possession. Ball out to Ashraf Hakimi. On the right, Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz looking to shoot. Cleared by the Brazilians for a throw-in. Clearly evident that the team of Mohamed YB have a clear game plan tonight. They want to put the Brazilians under pressure. El Khanous. El Khanous playing around with Ibanez. Mazraoui. Mazraoui in the box. Morocco with a chance. Morocco! And the ball is blocked. Brahim Diaz, wins it, loses it. El Anawi. Is it a foul given? Let's see. El Anawi with the shot. Cleared by the Brazilians. But the ball is back with the Moroccans. Morocco putting Brazil directly under pressure from that first second. Oh, that's a nice ball. Morocco in the box. Ashraf Hakimi not on target. Hakimi wants a corner. Let's see. Yeah, and there was touch from Santos. Alisson Becker. Thiago doesn't get to it. Yeah, but he now wins the ball. Morocco win the ball back. Brahim Diaz on the wing. Saibari. Brahim Diaz. Ball back with the back line. Riyad to Mazraoui. Oh, that's a dangerous pass. Brazil steal the ball. Igor Thiago. Plays it out wide. Brazil trying to build up for the first time. Ibanez. Marquinhos. Gabriel. Back to Marquinhos. And Morocco have the ball back. Win it back. Mazraoui. The Brazilians steal it. Casemiro. Maybe a shot attempt. Handball. No one says anything. Bouadi. Out to El Khanous. Back to Bouadi. Bouadi had the space. El Khanous. Brahim Diaz. Shot blocked. Ashraf Hakimi. Oh, that's a foul. Against Gabriel. Intensity. Morocco wants to prove a point. Yeah, it's a little too physical from Ashraf Hakimi against Gabriel. It's PSG versus Arsenal once more. Nearly 10 minutes on the clock. And Morocco clearly the better side for me. Those of you who are Brazilian fans might be surprised, but if you have read, listened to, or watched, Morocco steal the ball. Brazil lose it in the build-up. El Khanous, Sabari goes down easy. That's a foul at the other end on Casemiro. El Ainawi. And Unahi, wanted a foul, didn't get it. Alisson, Gabriel, back to Alisson Becker. Marquinhos, the captain. Mistake again in the build-up by Brazil. Morocco try to quickly play through. Sabari's shot is blocked. Morocco's football free-flowing. Bouadi, Diop, Hakimi, Prime Diaz, Ashraf Hakimi, Bouadi, Diop, Riyad, Mazraoui. Riyad out to Saibari, who's in talks with Bayern Munich at the moment. Plays it out to El Khanous. Mazraoui in a more central position. Mazraoui wants to play it through. And Brazil somehow clear. That's a foul. Foul on Bruno Guimaraes. 12 minutes on the clock. Brazil nil, Morocco nil. Sports the thing is possible counter is so-called fraud homegrown who do nothing. Indian homegrown players are fraud. They don't deserve. Okay, Arman. Let's focus on the World Cup and this top clash. Foul given. Yeah. Ibanez. Interesting match stats after 12 plus minutes. Brazil 1 goal attempt. Nothing dangerous. But Morocco have had 6 so far. Really showing the intent of the Moroccans. Brazil trying to play themselves through onto the left. Vinicius Jr. And that was nearly a goal for Brazil. Was that Rafinha who missed it? Or was it Igor Thiago? Vinicius. Igor Thiago didn't get the head to it in the middle. He did get a head to it, but the ball didn't go goalwards. And then cleared by Mazraoui. Marquinhos. Goes to Gabriel Santos. Back to Alisson Becker. Marquinhos. Back to Alisson. The Brazil goalkeeper looking for options. And he will go long, looking for Igor Thiago. Heads it towards Vinicius, cleared by Morocco. First time in this game that Brazil is getting more involved. Bruno. Paqueta. Bruno Guimaraes. Gabriel Santos. Ball back with Alisson. Marquinhos. Ibanez. Paqueta dropping. Looking for Rafinha, but ball ends up with Bono. Igor Thiago with the foul. That was dangerous from Morocco. Once more, that cross situation. Igor Thiago, if he gets his head to it. And see the Brazilian legends of Kaká, Roberto Carlos, as well as Ronaldo. Oh, that was bad. From Unahi. Brazil with the ball. Bruno Guimaraes, the player who's dropping more as a holding six. Casemiro moving up a little bit more. Vinicius Junior stopped. Douglas Santos. Gabriel. Marquinhos. Ibanez. Gabriel. Looking for options. Gabriel. Players dropping. Back to Gabriel. Vinicius. Moving inwards. Vinicius Junior. Paqueta. Ball into middle. Thiago. No, that was Rafinha with the header for Igor Thiago. Bono's long ball doesn't get anywhere. Marquinhos. Brazil now better in this game. 17 plus minutes. Ibanez. Casemiro. Gabriel. Rafinha. Rafinha to Mazraoui. Back to Mazraoui. El Khanous. Mazraoui. Put under pressure. Mazraoui loses the ball. Brazil maybe with a chance. Or Vinicius Junior. And that will be Brazil's first corner. Hakimi not happy. Rafinha finding Vinicius Junior. Corner for Brazil. Bruno Guimaraes to take it. 0-0. 19 plus minutes on the clock. Corner. It's Bono on the edge of the box. Blocked by Morocco. Ball back all the way to Alisson. Yeah, waiting for his team to regroup. Gabriel. Across to Marquinhos. Back to Gabriel. Marquinhos. Ibanez. Lost by Paqueta. Maybe a chance for Morocco to break. Oh, that's a good through ball. Morocco with a chance. And Morocco take the lead. It is Saibari with the goal for Morocco in the 21st minute. It's Brazil 0 and Morocco 1. Quick counter-attacking move by the Moroccans. And it is Saibari who puts them ahead. Ismail Saibari, the man who currently plays for PSV Eindhoven, that is set to join Bayern Munich. Lovely through ball. Gabriel and Marquinhos. And then the chip over Alisson Becker. Yeah, Alisson in no man's land. And suddenly, the mighty Brazilians are 0-1 behind against Morocco. Yeah, Brazil is not happy. And look at the celebrations of the Moroccans. Brazil, who had a disastrous World Cup campaign in regard to qualifications to get to this World Cup, only finished 5th in South America. Meanwhile, Morocco, one of the top teams in Africa, have, of course, controversially won the African Cup of Nations earlier this year. Senegal walked off due to a penalty. We have, after 22 plus minutes, the drinks break, or the so-called hydration break, as it is called at this FIFA World Cup. It's Brazil 0, Morocco 1. Ismail Saibari with the goal for the Moroccans. 25-year-old in his 32nd international game, his 10th goal for Morocco. And interesting what Carlo Ancelotti now tells his men. If you ask me, for most of the games so far, Morocco, the better of the two teams. Saibari, yeah, just being shown that he's not offside. And a simple through ball. Yeah, Gabriel can't keep the attacker under control. And you can see behind the goal, very interestingly, a couple of Morocco fans amongst the legion of Brazil fans. And the Moroccans are just loving it at the moment, while the Brazilians, yeah, will be worried with this result at this moment. While Morocco surely more than happy with this lead in this Group C, which also contains Haiti as well as Scotland. They play each other a little later tonight. And Ancelotti, lovely shot in view of the MetLife Stadium, mainly in yellow with a little bit of red here and there. Question now is for Brazil. How do you turn this around? And the Moroccan fans are kissing their national flag while the Brazilians are worried, and a lot of them are looking at their phones. Yeah, bad habits for all of us these days. And at the moment, it's Brazil 0, Morocco 1 as the game has restarted. The question is, can the Brazilians get more involved, play better football? They have attacking options. But again, as this counter-attack showed, Morocco know how to hurt their opponents. All way overcooked. No chance to get that throw in for Morocco on the left. Oh, maybe a chance for the Brazilians. No. Morocco very alert. Mazraoui does really well. El Khanous gets it across to his captain, Ashraf Hakimi. He has Brahim Diaz with him. Ashraf Hakimi! And that ball goes wide. Yeah, Morocco showing they're dangerous. Ibanez. Yeah, the Brazilians directly put under pressure by 1, by 2, and then they lose the ball. That was physical, but Mazraoui not as well. Brahim Diaz in that interesting position. He's got Hakimi on the wing. Plays it to his captain. Back with Brahim Diaz. Hakimi. Hakimi. Yeah, Morocco liking this. They're playing football and they earn a throw in. Bouadi. Ayoub Bouadi, 18-year-old super talent from Lille. Brahim Diaz beats 1, beats 2, earns a free kick against Douglas. Yeah, of course, falls on the ball, doesn't touch it. Brahim Diaz, the man from Real Madrid. And Ashraf Hakimi will take this free kick. 28 plus minutes on the clock. Brazil 0, Morocco 1. Hakimi chips it dangerously, headed onwards, headed out of danger. But Morocco have the ball. Saibari. Oh, gets back to the striker. Shot blocked. But Morocco wins it back. Brahim Diaz. Brazil are all over the place. Ball played forward. Two Brazilian strikers charging. Back to Bono, who kicks it high, long, wide. Intercepted by Morocco. El Khanous. Oh, that's nicely played. Brahim Diaz with space. Lost the chance, the opportunity to shoot. But Morocco keep the ball. Brazil are star watching. Oh, ball into the middle. Gabriel and Ashraf Hakimi in the middle. It is surprisingly one-sided at this moment. 30 minutes on the clock. Tom Brady with his daughter doing some tricks, wearing Brazil's jersey. Ooh, that's a tough one to wear at the moment. Masraoui playing a good game. Masraoui, El Anaoui, Hakimi, Brahim Diaz. Back to Diop. Back to his keeper, Bono. Bono with a long ball. Headed over Douglas Santos. Maybe now a chance for Brazil. Vini Jr. Vinicius Jr. in the box. Ball back with Vinny Jr. He's in the box. Vinny Jr. in the box. And that's the equalizer for Brazil. Vinicius Jr. It's 1-1. Out of nowhere. The equalizer for the Brazilians. No one was seriously marking Vinicius Jr. Where was Ashraf Hakimi should be the question. It's 1-1. Yeah. Ashraf Hakimi has to take the blame. Nowhere near Vinny Jr. And 32 minutes on the clock. It's 1-1 between Brazil and Morocco. Yeah, Vinny Jr. gets the ball. And Hakimi, doesn't close him down. Just does not close him down. And that is enough space for a player like Vinny Jr. Bono doesn't get his hands up as early as possible. And look at the joy of the Brazilian fans. Carlo Ancelotti, very, very happy. It hasn't been good football from Brazil in the first 32+ minutes. But the result, I guess they'll take it. Bruno, Casemiro, Marquinhos. Ball cleared. But again, Morocco back with the ball. Hakimi, Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz. Saibari. Oh, Ashraf Hakimi. Oh, that might be a car foul. And that will be, Vinicius Jr. coming across. Let's see that. Oh, yeah. It's limited touch, but that hurts. Free kick for Morocco on the right. Ashraf Hakimi taking the ball. And the big guys are there. Like Issa Diop. Cleared by Brazil. Brahim Diaz with the cross. That's a good one. Alisson Becker clears it. Hakimi heads it back towards Mazraoui. Mazraoui plays it back to his keeper, to Bono. And Bono kicks it long. Ooh. Sevari can't get to it. Brazil with the ball in their back line. Ibanez, Marquinhos, Ibanez has to be careful. Nearly lost the ball to Brahim Diaz. 35 plus minutes on the clock. Oh, that's overcooked. Ibanez won't get to it. Good game from Morocco so far, but the result is not what they will have liked or would have liked. Morocco back with the ball. Diop, Hakimi, Brahim Diaz. Oh, that was a harder foul, and that's the first yellow card of the game against Casemiro from referee Vincic. Yeah, it's already a foul from Douglas. And then Casemiro with the foul on El Anawi. Nope, too quickly take. No. Little pushing, shoving going on. Free kick to be taken by Ashraf Hakimi. And plays it wide to Brahim Diaz. Overcooks it. Goal kick for Brazil. Vinicius Jr. Yeah. Has that potential. Again, we talk a lot about Vinicius Jr., about a lot of things. Sometimes we don't talk about the football. That's a foul for Brazil. Paqueta. And El Ainawi says, listen, there was an elbow, but the referee has none of it. Play continues. Marquinhos out to Rafinha. Mazraoui clears his lines. The Brazilians have the ball back. That could be a costly loss. Somehow the Moroccans can clear themselves. Saibari can't get to the ball of Bouadi. Young, talented Bouadi. Vinicius loses it to Brahim Diaz. But it still is a throw in for Brazil. Vinicius. Cleared by the Moroccans. Igor Thiago. Ibanez Casemiro, Marquinhos, Ibanez, Igor Thiago. And the Moroccans clear their lines. Marquinhos to Douglas Santos. Back with Gabriel. Marquinhos. Bruno Guimaraes. Casemiro. Is that overcooked? Yeah, it is. Rafinha can't get to it. Bono has the ball. Diop chips it high and long. Gabriel clears it against Saibari. Casemiro out to Vinicius Jr. And Zoran Mamdani in the stadium wearing some sort of FIFA World Cup jersey on. Maybe someone should have organized an India jersey for Zoran Mamdani. Right, Moroccans cleared it. El Khanous. Oh, that's overcooked. Keeps the ball. Does well against Vinicius Jr. Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz plays it out to his captain. Ashraf Hakimi chips it. The Brazilians somehow clear. No, they don't. Hakimi gets the ball back. Loses it. Paqueta against El Ainawi. Marquinhos to Gabriel. Out to Douglas Santos. Vinicius Jr. Back to Douglas. Gabriel. Marquinhos. Ibanez. Rafinha back to Ibanez. Bruno Guimaraes fighting with Mazraoui. Bruno goes down. Mazraoui. Oh, chance for Morocco maybe to break Brahim Diaz. And that should be a foul. And that's a tactical foul. Ibanez, yeah. That's a yellow card from Vincic against the right back. Yeah. Oh yeah, that was quite physical from Ibanez. Roger Ibanez. Morocco nicely combining. Lose the ball in build-up. Brazilians combining. Vinicius Jr. Oh, looking, but lose the ball. Brahim Diaz showing his trickery against 2 against 3, but Brazil win the ball. Casemiro. Rafinha. That's given as a foul. El Khanous. Has done so much in the last few minutes, El Khanous. To me, not a foul. Oh, Rafinha lost the ball there. Free kick, Brazil. Lucas Paqueta comes across. Bruno Guimaraes also there. Casimiro, Gabriel. All of them lurking. Paqueta to take it. No, leaves it for Bruno. Headed out by Morocco. And they might be able to keep the ball. Yes, they can. Well, there was a chance to play it to El Khanous on the other wing. Missed that opportunity. Oh, that's nice speed of Morocco on that wing. Good gameplay. Bouadi, El Ainawi, Diop, Brahim Diaz dropping into a holding six position. Sabari, El Ainawi, Hakimi, back to Diop, back to Bono. Bono looking to find one of his wingers on the right, but Douglas had other ideas. Paqueta. Douglas Santos. Paqueta! Lovely save there from Bono. What technique from Lucas Paqueta. Would have been a brilliant goal, but Bono shows that he's still a top-class goalkeeper, despite having moved to Al Hilal in Saudi Arabia. Corner for Brazil on the right. We're already in added time. Rafinha to take it. 4 minutes in the first half. Oh, that was a chance for Brazil. And Marquinhos wants another corner. Or does he want a handball or something? No, he wants a corner. Doesn't get it. Goal kick for Morocco. Bono. Unahi with the long. And the Brazilians, Diop. Brahim Diaz loses it to Casimiro. Chance maybe for Brazil. Vinicius Jr. Vinicius Jr. who wants a foul against Ashraf Hakimi. Doesn't get it, but Hakimi wins the foul against Paqueta. He says, can't believe it. He doesn't get a foul. Let's see that again. Yeah. Cleanly cleared. Or, Hakimi plays Vinicius. Oh, let's see that again. Yeah, sorry. Looked from the other angle as if he played the ball clearly. Free kick, Morocco. Bono to take it. Last few seconds in the first 45. Bono chested by and it's halftime at the MetLife Stadium between Brazil and Morocco. It's 1-1. Ismail Sabari giving Morocco a 21st minute lead, and Vinicius Jr. equalizing after 32 minutes to give us this 1-1. in this Group C encounter. Top clash between the record world champions Brazil and Morocco, who were semi-finalists in 2022. The fans are being shown. The Moroccans loved it when they scored the opener. And those who are with Brazil, because I'm seeing a lot of people who are supporting Brazil but aren't Brazilians, they are or were overjoyed to see that 1-1 between these two. Let's see what the status is at the moment, as both the teams will look to see what they can do to get a result in that second 45. Morocco, to me, the better of the two teams, convinced me more with their gameplay, with their overall game. Brazil have to do more, much, much more, because this at the moment is not good enough for Brazil. We're talking about the Seleção and the Atlas Lions of Morocco were the better of the two sides in the first 45 minutes. And quickly look at the match stats. Brazil with more of the ball, 54 to 46%. Interestingly, the XG value for Brazil is 0.85, Morocco 1.22, and Morocco had 12 to 6 shots goalwards. Interesting, Brazil had more of the ball. So therefore, yeah, interesting result at this moment in time for both the teams. And it will be interesting to see how they evolve and what they do to try and win this game in the second 45. In my opinion, Morocco, I felt, were the better team of the two. But again, because of the result, it's all to play for. And the question is, who's going to take control of the game? Let me quickly just get up once. I'll be back on in the chair. It is clearly evident from what we've seen so far that Morocco, the more settled side, put a lot of initial pressure on the Brazilians with their quick passing. El Khanous on the left, Brahim Diaz on the right, and overlapping Hakimi. Mazraoui also as a left back. That is, say, of course, the young teenage Boadi in the middle of the park. Very talented kid from OSC Lille. So therefore, interesting situation in this game. And as I say, all to play for, but one moment of brilliance from Vinicius Jr. got the Brazilians the equalizer, the needed equalizer in this game. And yeah, it'll be interesting now to see how both the teams react in the second 45. What kind of substitution do they make? Do the coaches make any tactical changes? Because surely Carlo Ancelotti will not be happy with the performance of the Brazilian side, the Seleção, and will be hoping for more. Earlier in the day, we had Qatar facing Switzerland. And Swiss, the better team throughout the 90 plus minutes, also looked like the winners for 95 minutes. But in the end, it ended 1-1. Qatar scoring only their second goal in their fourth game at a FIFA World Cup. And therefore, at this moment in time, as I speak to you, in that group, Canada had drawn Bosnia Herzegovina a day before. So all four teams on 1 point each. And also, yesterday, United States scored a 4-1 victory against Paraguay. And have raised expectations in the United States about what the Americans could do. Canada, of course, played a good game, as I said, against Bosnia, but it ended in a 1-1. Mexico had beaten in the opener South Africa 2-0. So all these results coming up, and therefore interesting to see what happens in the coming days. Well, we are still Saturday night or Saturday afternoon in the United States. Yeah, on Sunday. I'm looking forward to Germany starting their campaign against Curacao. 7 p.m. kickoff here in Germany, 1 o'clock kickoff in Houston. So therefore, that's going to be an interesting one. And therefore, yeah, very, very interesting to see what the Mannschaft can do in their first encounter of this FIFA World Cup. I'm looking forward to that one, what the German team can do. And therefore, let's see what happens in the second 45 with Brazil Morocco tied at 1-1 in what's been more Morocco for me, but maybe perceptions might not be right. But Ismail Saibari with the goal that put the Moroccans ahead. Yeah, they'll be happy with that so far. Yeah, 1-1 in this game at the MetLife Stadium. Let's quickly once more go through the information stats which are available. As I said, XG, Morocco 1.22 and Brazil at 0.85. And what surprised me is that Brazil had more of the ball than Morocco, right? 54 to 46%, 257 passes by the Brazilians to 218 by the Moroccans. And yeah, that's one of those realities. And here's Uraver. Majority Moroccan players on diaspora shows what diaspora players can do to a team. Yeah, not only that, I remember I spoke about this with Karim Ben Sharifa, the former coach of Churchill Brothers and Mohun Bagan. And Karim, I remember, said at the time that yes, you had, of course, especially the French diaspora changing things, but also with the academy built in Rabat and other things, that all these things pushed Moroccan football and helped Moroccan football to grow. And therefore, diaspora players are a very, very important part. Best example is Issa Diop. who plays at Fulham, and former French junior who, through his father, could have played for Senegal, through his mother for Morocco, and then decided to play for Morocco, and yeah, made that switch at the age of 29. So therefore, also older players sometimes, and that's an interesting one, of course. If I look at the name, or a name sounding like Issa Diop, mm, I normally wouldn't think about someone who is Moroccan. Rather, would have said, yeah, West African. So, but again, mixed heritage, had multiple options, was then perceived to be not good enough for France, and then later in his life decided, you know what, let me play for a national team. And the Moroccans sort of seem to have tried to get him to play for them more than the um, Senegalese national team. What's your opinion on this sports passports being talked about? Do you think that we can get players like Andre Lakshmikant Yandal play for Indian football team? Rava, the sports passport, is one of the things that I had said to the IOA and to the government a while back. So we'd spoken about it again, and they're now implementing it. So great. Don't forget, we always talk about football, football, football. This is sports passport thing is not a football conversation. The sport passport is a conversation in regard to India at the Olympics. So we will mainly talk about football, but for and as I've said in the video that I made on this topic yesterday, it's a good step. It's a good step. It's a big step, and yeah, we'll have to wait and see if and when it gets implemented. And yeah, Jan, with Jan, I'm sure that Jan would play for us. Andre Lakshmikant, we'll have to wait and see what happens. But yeah, at the moment, I'm positive, but I don't know what the timelines are. This is something this has been is work in progress, but I don't know what the timelines are for the government to get it cleared. If it's going to be just an executive decision or if it has to be a legislative decision, that is another thing that needs to be discussed about the topic. So yeah, we'll have to keep that in mind. Right. Speaking Indian football. Uh, Sorry. I'm getting a little sleepy. Um, but it was a good game. I think the most intense so far that I have seen in this World Cup. I don't know what you guys think. This first 45, Morocco and Brazil. Um, and yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens in the second 45. Yeah, with match referee Slavko Vincic back on the field. I'd like to see what Brazil can do because to me, mm, I felt Morocco was stronger. Might be wrong, but again, let's wait and see what these two teams do in the second 45. Well, interesting to see if Morocco can keep this up or if Brazil change something and yeah, get some sort of result. And yeah, it will be interesting to see, as I say, if we are going to get to it or not. Carlo Ancelotti having a word with Marquinhos and his assistant. His son is there as well. Yeah, interesting. Both the teams are back. Let's hope it starts. Yeah, everything takes a little longer, it feels, in this World Cup at the moment. Both the teams, looks like no substitution at this moment. Mhm. Or am I missing something? Oh, there seems to be substitution being prepared. Fabinho seems to be coming on. former Liverpool midfielder. Who does he replace? Does he replace Casemiro? Or does he come on for Bruno Guimaraes? Fabinho, of course, an experienced player, already 32 years of age. Fabinho coming on for Casemiro. One legend. And Danilo also coming on. 34-year-old Danilo also coming on. So, yeah, Carlo Ancelotti not happy as expected. Brazil with the kickoff from right to left in the second 45. As interesting to see what Morocco does. Brazil with the ball. Gabriel plays it out to Vinicius Jr. Marquinhos. Danilo. Looks like Danilo has come on for Ibanez. Yeah, Ibanez, of course, also had a card. Vinicius. Back to Vinicius. Across to Marquinhos. Rafinha against Mazraoui. And Rafinha earns a corner for the Brazilians. Corner for Brazil from the right. A lot of pushing and shoving going on. Yeah. Gabriel and Riyad. Gabriel. And another corner for Brazil. Rafinha to take it a second time from the right. Oh, the ball goes through all the way to the other side. Vinicius Jr. against El Khanous, who does well, steals the ball. Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz against Fabinho. Boadi, yeah. Hakimi, Diop, Bono, back to Diop, Issa Diop, Ashraf Hakimi under pressure. Boadi loses the ball, but that's a foul from Bruno Guimaraes on Ashraf Hakimi. Let's see that again. Oh, that hurts. And that should be a yellow card for Bruno. Ashraf Hakimi. That looks like no card given. Hakimi himself to take the free kick. Yeah, he leaves it to Bono. Morocco need to play with that confidence. Morocco need to play with that self-belief with which they started this game. Bono with a long kick. And that ball goes out. Brahim Diaz or Saibari can't get to it. With Neymar Jr. on the bench, but not as a sub. Still injured. Mazraoui. Unahi. Boadi. Ball on the wing. Yunus El Khanous. Boadi. Mazraoui. Riyad. Diop. Hakimi. Brahim Diaz. Hakimi. Stopped there by Douglas. And now Vinicius Jr. against Issa Diop. Vinicius Jr. Vinicius Jr. gets the ball in and Mazraoui clears. Nusser Mazraoui. Strong game by the Manchester United left back. Mazraoui will allow the ball to roll out. No chance for Rafinha to get it. Carlo Ancelotti is not happy. Ahmed will be. He can't be happy either. Because his team could have been leading by a bigger margin. Could or maybe should have been leading by a bigger margin. Ball out to Diop, who goes high and long, and the ball goes out. Throw in Brazil. Quickly taken! And Igor Thiago with the chance. Good save by Bono. Brahim Diaz can't control it. Fabinho. Paqueta. Marquinhos. Fabinho. Bruno. Douglas. Santos. Danilo. Out to Rafinha. Rafinha beats Mazraoui. Cleared by Riyad. Danilo. And cleared by El Khanous. Igor Thiago. Quickly taken throw in from Brazil. Caught Morocco off guard. But Brazil are much better in this game now. Fabinho, Danilo, Marquinhos, Gabriel, Paqueta, Vinicius Jr., Paqueta, Vini, Bruno, blocked by the Moroccans. Out to Brahim Diaz. Body brought to the ground. Oh, mistake from Ashraf Hakimi against Vinicius Jr. Referee says play on. Igor and Hakimi. Hakimi steals the ball. Oh, Fabinho. Saibari also on the ground. And that's also a yellow card. No chance to get to the ball, Fabinho. Vincic. Yeah, if you compare the lines from the first few games, I have to say, been very easy as a ref. Brazil finally got hold of I don't think they've got hold of the game. They're better in the game, but I don't think they've got hold of it. Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz. It's only a throw in. Morocco have to do better. That's been counted. Hakimi plays it across to Mazraoui. Yeah. Mazraoui does really well, the left back. Mazraoui. Ball out to El Khanous. Younes El Khanous. He's got a lovely shot. Plays it. Brahim Diaz. Cleared by Douglas. Headed out by Diop. Vinicius Jr. keeps it in play. Paqueta. And free kick given to Brazil. El Khanous with the foul. Brazil with the ball. Gabriel Marquinhos. Danilo. 55 plus minutes on the clock. Marquinhos back to Gabriel. Marquinhos, Danilo. Marquinhos. Gabriel. Oh, has to be careful. Nearly lost the ball to Bari. Vini. Douglas Santos. Gabriel. Fabinho. Danilo. Rafinha. Rafinha against Mazraoui. And El Khanous does well not to allow Danilo to get the ball back. Don't ask me who this gentleman is. Goal kick, Morocco. Yeah, Morocco not playing as confidently. Oh, Igo Thiago. It foul against Riyadh. Oh, no, sorry. Against El Ainawi. Let's see that again. And it's also stepping on the foot, huh? It's also a yellow card. No chance to get the ball. Igo Thiago. Free kick. Bono to take it. Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz. Against one, against two. And Brahim Diaz wants the foul. Doesn't get it. Oh, Gabriel. Lisson. All under little pressure. But Brazil clear their lines. Rafinha against Mazraoui. Paqueta. Yeah, had his hand in the face of Brahim Diaz. Not seen by the referee. Rafinha. Oh, is it a cross? Vini. Fabinho. Danilo. Marquinhos. Douglas Santos, Vinny. Across to Marquinhos. Danilo. Rafinha. Danilo across to Gabriel. Paqueta. Douglas. Vinny. And Vinny chips it into no man's land. Riyadh. Mazraoui back to his keeper. Issa Diop. Issa Diop chips it forward. But no problem for Gabriel. Fabinho. Paqueta. Paqueta chips it. Brahim Diaz. Bouadi. El Ainawi to El Khanous. Unahi. Riyadh. Ooh, mistake. Chance for the Brazilians to break. Oh, that was Bouadi. Has to be careful. Under pressure from Vinny Jr. Young Bouadi. And that's a foul from Vinicius Jr. A little lesser fair from Ayub Bouadi, 18 years old. And Brazil preparing two more substitutions. There's Cunha. Paqueta going off. You've got Thiago, the other one. Luis Enrique. And Mateus Cunha coming on. Brazil build up from the back. Much better half from the Seleção. Morocco, yeah, with their attacking intents, not as pressing as they were in the first 20-25 minutes. Gabriel looking to play a through ball, blocked. Brahim Diaz, Hakimi, Diop, and Bono goes long, looking for Saibari. And it's a difficult job now for Ismail Saibari. Brazil with the ball. Douglas Santos. Bruno Guimaraes. Foul given. Saibari. Let's see that again. If that foul doesn't happen, that would have been a good clearance from Bouadi. Oh, Fabinho has got blood in his face, and Morocco are looking to make a substitution. And it is Shamsdine Talvi, as well as another one. Morocco doing a double substitution. El Khanous coming off. Started off well. Bilal El Khanous, the 22-year-old, and Unahi, Azizdin Unahi, with Samir El Mourabet, yeah, the 19-year-old from Strasbourg, coming on. Morocco are putting on a little bit of fresh blood. And the other one is Brahim Diaz. Interesting, interesting. So both the wingers off. I've watched all the matches in the World Cup. When the skill of flair has gone away from world football in the last 10, 12 years. 2010 World Cup was the last one I really enjoyed. Oh, and Fabinho has to change his jersey. It was bleeding from his nose. Okay. Yeah, Uchid, I would say 2014 a little bit here and there, but I do agree with your point that the world has changed. The world of football has changed. Interesting to see how now Morocco, do they get back that intensity? And the Brazilians a little quicker off the block. Matias Cunha. Mazraoui. Yeah, can't clear his line properly. Ball out to Vinicius Jr. Rafinha headed out by Riyad. Luis Enrique. Luis Enrique. Danilo's shot blocked. Cleared by Morocco. Morocco at the moment not really controlling anything of the game. Brazil, the better of the two teams. Vinicius. Ball across to Danilo. Ball in the box and missed it in the middle. Bruno Guimaraes involved. And was it Rafinha? Yeah. Rafinha couldn't touch the ball and cause problems. Foul. From the Brazilians. And it's the hydration break from referee Vincic. Lovely view of the MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, in East Rutherford. Mostly in yellow, but you can see quite a bit of red in there as well. 1-1 between Brazil and Morocco. As I said, first half, advantage Morocco. Second half, advantage Brazil. The question is now, what can both the teams do with all these substitutions? Morocco lost control of the game, I feel. Robert. I don't know what happened, but they were so good in that early part of the first half. Brazil couldn't breathe, and they seem to have lost that. The result was the goal, and that equalizer from Vinicius Jr. seems to have brought back belief in the Brazilian team, while it has raised question marks for the Moroccans. Carlo Ancelotti, he knows what to do with his sides. Ismail Saibari, the man who scored Morocco's only goal so far. And their head coach cannot be happy. Mohamed Wabi, yeah, needs more from his team. Morocco might concede a goal. They're taking unnecessary risks at the back. At this level, you'll be punished. Could be Ochut, but Morocco on the other side also have the class to just play that one counter and get maybe a second, or maybe it stays 1-1. It's a close one. It's a close one where Morocco can only blame themselves that in the first half they didn't score more early on. And on the second half, as Ochut says, yeah, taking some risks at the back. Not 100% sure as the match is set to restart. 1-1 at the MetLife Stadium. Morocco win the ball. Lose it again. Lots of pushing and shoving, but Morocco win the ball back. Hakimi, back to Diop. Bouadi, back with young Bouadi, across to Diop. Why sports passport is important? Just 3 players in the Moroccan squad are born and raised in the country. Rest are diaspora players. Very, very true, truth. Ooh, that might be a chance for Morocco. Lost it in that movement. Talbi, Mazraoui, and that's a Saibari chance. Was he offside? Yeah, he was offside. But something of a chance for Morocco after a long, long time. Let's see. Ismail Saibari just offside against Marquinhos. Brazil with the ball. Gabriel. Douglas Santos. Brazil losing the ball now suddenly again. Oh, Morocco win the ball. Gabriel, very important. Very, very important. Young El Murabet couldn't control it. Boadi. Incredible to see how much control that boy has, aged just 18. A player like Sufyan Amrabat sitting on the bench. Morocco. Lose the ball again. Win it again. Boadi doesn't get through. Ball with Diop. Plays it back to his keeper, Bono. Plays it out again to Diop on the right. Ashraf Hakimi, Boadi, and again foul against Hakimi. This is speed with Ronaldo. Morocco can't keep it. And they can. Boadi. Morocco now trying to play Hakimi. Nice little combination play from Morocco. Mazraoui. Ball back with Mazraoui. Ball into the middle. Cleared by Fabinho. Mazraoui has to do better. Ball back to Bono. Riyadh. Chadi Riyadh. Buadi. Back to Bono. 74 plus minutes. Riyadh going long, but none of his players thought of doing that. Douglas. Vinny Jr. Haven't seen much of Vinicius Jr. in the second 45. Marquinhos. Gabriel. Back to Marquinhos. 75 plus minutes now on the clock. Danilo. Has brought stability to that backline. Gabriel. Vinny. Vinicius Jr. loses the ball. Saibari plays it back to Mazraoui. Riyadh. El Ainawi. El Murabat. Murabet, sorry. Mazraoui. Saibari. Murabet to Buadi. El Ainawi. Diop. Morocco now playing it ball nicely, but they're not gaining ground. They're losing meters, but still they're playing this. Hakimi. Ashraf Hakimi. El Ainawi. Talbi. Saibari. Saibari back to El Ainawi. Saibari with the ball. Oh, Saibari beats it. In the box. Ooh, the Brazilians have to clear and head it out. Now you got Luis Henrique. Buadi. Seems like Morocco have a little more going in their tank at the moment. El Ainawi. Diop plays it back to his keeper. Bono goes long and high. Oh, Marquinhos heads it onto El Murabet. Cleared by Alisson. Kept in by Matheus Cunha. Oh, that's a brilliant ball. And Vinicius Jr. will get to it. Plays it in the middle. Rafinha. But Bono has the ball. That's a great counter-attack by the Brazilians. But Rafinha shot. Yeah, not too much power. No problem for Bono, but Bono seems to have misstepped. 78 plus minutes on the clock. It's Brazil 1, Morocco 1. And the FIFA. Oh, the Morocco is looking at a goalkeeper substitution. I hope not. The Brazilians are preparing a substitution of their own. Danilo Santos getting ready to come on. Substitution for Morocco. Anas Saleh Eddin and Ayub Amaimuni from Eintracht Frankfurt coming on. Bruno Guimaraes going off for Danilo Santos. Bruno Guimaraes. Influential game for the Brazilians. Bono with the ball. He's going to kick it high, wide, and long. Diop plays it back to his keeper. Diop chips it long. Danilo. Fabinho. Gabriel. Marquinhos. Danilo. He keeps it in. And chance maybe for the Moroccans. Muni. Talbi. Morocco keep the ball in. Muni. And the only problem with Wadi is he turns around and always first instinct is trying to play backwards. Oh, Morocco lose the ball in build-up. Chance to break. Rafinha. But Morocco back. Douglas. That is Matthias Cunha. And Brazil gets a corner. 82nd minute running. Let's see that again. No, it's not a corner. Matthias Cunha. Corner not given. Correct decision from referee Vincic. Matthias Cunha. Well known here in Germany. First time at RB Leipzig and Hertha BSC Berlin. Diop plays it back to his keeper. That's ball way too short, but Bono just does enough to clear the ball. Issa Diop. And Bono is on this ground. Issa Diop. Rafinha. Oh, yeah, that does hurt. Rafinha with full force. And Issa Diop with the side eye. This game is on edge. Both the teams potentially could win or lose. XG goal values. Brazil 1.16 and Morocco 1.28. Interesting. Both the coaches. Carlos Ancelotti already has made all his 5 substitutions. Mohamed Wabi has made 4 out of 5. It's got one more left. It's a Spanish conversation going on over there. Reserve goalkeeper. Worst case warming up for the Moroccans. It looks like Munir Mohamedi. Yassine Bounou. As we see a certain Zinedine Zidane in the stadium with one of his sons. Zizou surely more interested in the games of Algeria because his son Luca will be playing for them in the World Cup. Throw in for the Brazilians on the right, 1-1. Now 85 minutes on the clock. And if this continues, this game will most probably get 6, 7, 8 minutes of added time. Matej Konya, Diop clears. Boadi. But Brazil steal the ball. And now putting a little bit of pressure, the Moroccans. Becca. Alisson, Gabriel. On to Fabinho. Marquinhos. Danilo back to his captain. Across to Douglas Santos. Vinicius Jr. loses it against Hakimi. Boadi back to Hakimi. Ashraf Hakimi. Morocco. Issa Diop being challenged by Rafinha. But the ball out to Riyad. Boadi. Ayoub Boadi. Really impressive, the 18-year-old. El Morabet. Riyad. Salah Eddin. Morocco on the left. Morocco cleared by Marquinhos. But Morocco keep the ball. Riyad. Boadi. Out to Ashraf Hakimi. Back to Boadi. El Ainawi. Boadi. El Ainawi. Morocco controlling the ball now once more. Issa Diop. Issa Diop chips it forward. Headed out by Douglas Santos. Headed out by Diop again. Boadi. Looking for Amin Ayoub. Headed out by Marquinhos. Ayoub. Amai Muni. The young Eintracht Frankfurt winger. Ismail Saibari set to go off. 25-year-old with the 1-0 in this game. Good game from Saibari. Not always the easiest. And he's replaced by Sufyan Rahimi. 50-year-old who plays for Al Ain FC in the UAE Gulf League. Oh, the Brazilians, difficulties to clear their lines. Throw in for the Moroccans. Who wants to go for a win? That's the question now. Forward for Morocco. Hakimi. Bouadi back to Hakimi. Bouadi earns a free kick. Yeah, Bouadi, an exceptional talent. Ayub Bouadi at 18. The composure that he has, incredible. Samir El Murabet is to take the free kick. Also still a teenager at 19. The player from Racing Strasbourg plays it across. Morocco. Oh, playing a little with trickery. But Brazil steal the ball. Can they create something out of a counter-attack? Mathias Cunha fouled by Neil El Ainawi. Neil El Ainawi, of course, the son of the famous Moroccan tennis player Younes El Ainawi. Is there one final twist? 10 minutes of added time in this game. We're going to get 10 extra minutes out of this game. Oh, nice ball through. Rafinha. Rafinha blocked. And the Moroccans can clear the lines. Chance now for the Moroccans maybe to break. El Murabet. Yeah. Diop. Bono. Has to go long. Doesn't find one of his men. Brazil have the ball. Fabinho. Douglas Santos. Vinny Jr. Vinny versus Ashraf Hakimi, but that ball's going to go out for a goal kick. No, corner given. Okay. Missed that one. Sorry. Was there a touch from Ashraf Hakimi? Corner for Brazil. 92nd minute. It's 1-1. Matheus Cunha to take it. Referee still to give his clearance. Now he's given his okay. Matheus Cunha. Oh, that's a... Bono clears it. Technical. Matheus Cunha. And that's another corner. Sufyan Rahimi, the last man to touch it. 93rd minute. Corner for Brazil. Bono heads it out. Oh, not far enough. Brazil in the box, but Bono has the ball. Danilo Santos, the substitute on the right, directly takes an attempt and good save from Bono. Morocco with the ball. Bouadi, Issa Diop, Ashraf Hakimi. Ashraf Hakimi with a chip. Morocco on the edge, inside the box, out of it. Rahimi. Amai Muni. El Morabet. Morocco in the box, headed out. Bouadi plays it out to Hakimi. Back to Bouadi. Bouadi out to Morabet. Hakimi. Amai Muni. Bouadi. El Morabet. Riyad. Bouadi. Issa Diop. Hakimi. Diop. That's a good through ball. Oh, that's a foul from Gabriel against Sufyan Rahimi. Yeah, that's an elbow. Ooh, he falls onto his head. Ooh, that hurts. But Sufyan Rahimi back on his feet. Oh, corner given, not free kick. Interesting. Samir El Morabet to take it. Moroccans now with their chance. El Morabet. Nice corner. Too many Brazilians around, but that's going to be a throw in for Morocco. Talbi leaves it for Salah Eddin. Anas Salah Eddin headed out by Marquinhos. Brazil maybe with a chance to break. Too many Moroccans around. Morocco win the ball back. Morocco played. Oh, that's a chance for Brazil to break. No. Amai Muni wins it back. Plays it out. Headed out by Danilo. Saleh Eddin has to go all the way back to Bono. Goes long. Oh, Gabriel, bad header. Fabinho. But the Moroccans. Oh, Fabinho. Against Samir El Murabet. Could have been a foul. Could be. Yeah. From the referee's point of view. It's the boot. Free kick Morocco in the 7th minute of added time. It's still 1-1 between Brazil and Morocco. The Brazilians praying not to concede. The Moroccans praying to score. Murabet, directly at Alisson Becker. No problem for the Liverpool Football Club goalkeeper. He's going to go long. Alisson. And Morocco. Salah Eddin heads it back to Bono. Yassin Bono. Who goes long. Brahimi. Moroccans win the ball back. Saleh Eddin. Riyadh. Saleh Eddin. Chips it forward. Can the Brazilians keep it in? No. I do. Ball to Vinicius Jr. Hakimi in the way. Morocco has the ball back. Boadi. Hakimi. Ashraf Hakimi doesn't get the ball off. That's a shot attempt. It's against the post. And Alisson Becker clears. Neil El I. Sorry, Alisson Becker, first save. Alisson Becker, second save. Alisson Becker keeps Brazil in the game. El Ainawi. And then another corner for Morocco. We're already in the 10th minute of added time. Hakimi to take it. Ashraf Hakimi. Ball overcooked. Morocco keep the ball. Into the danger. Headed out by Brazil. Morocco play back to their keeper. Play it safe. Bono to Bouadi. Back to his keeper. Morocco playing it safe in the last few seconds. Bouadi. Young Bouadi. Quite confident. And that's the final whistle. Brazil and Morocco play out an entertaining 1-1 draw. Good game by both the teams. Great watch. Hope you enjoyed the live watch along as well. And if you haven't, do give it a like. Do share it. And if you haven't, please do subscribe to Arun Foot here on YouTube. Also follow me on Instagram, on X, on the other platforms, and also visit arunfoot.com. Thanks a lot. Let me quickly put out a tweet. Sorry, just wanted to put out that tweet, which has gone out. Yeah. 1-1 it ends. And some of the players having a word. Matish Kunya and Masraoui. Of course, Manchester United teammates. We've got quite a few of them. And club mates, or people who've worked on both sides. Not, so for example, we've been with Real Madrid. Ends in a 1-1 draw. What do we make out of this draw? I think Brazil are nowhere near where they would like or want to be, need to be. While Morocco, yeah, once more show that they have a certain level of potential, but they need to play it for 90 plus minutes. And Ashraf Hakimi and Vinicius Jr. having a word. And great duel between those two. And yeah, what more to say? What more to add? Thanks a lot for joining in. It's 2:08 here in Germany. It is 5:38 in India. Those of you who were here, hope you enjoyed the watch along. I'll be doing a few more during this World Cup competition. Thanks a lot for joining in. And I'll catch you very, very soon. Do watch my other videos. As I said, like, share, and subscribe. And thank you as always for your support. Good night, everyone.